This is a Bro Soup podcast.
Made with real bros.
You're listening to Not So Super Dungeon Bro.
Hello, and welcome to NSSDBros, where today we're going to do everything we can to make you laugh while definitely trying to keep the penis and cum jokes to a minimum. Maybe.
Doubt it!
We don't have Jake to kind of moderate it, so it's going to
So there shouldn't be any cum jokes, right? Because those are Jake's.
That's true.
That's Jake's forte.
He did name his homunculus cum bucket. What a pervert.
Yeah, what a freaking perv.
And those are the Dungeon Duds. I'm not going to do an intro to them because they've all said something, except for Standby. Standby, you introduced yourself first. You didn't say anything yet.
Hey, it's me. I'm the guy playing the dude. Not quite
He's
this
the
guy.
problem,
There's
it's
another
him.
dude. Oh my god.
Makes sense.
Awesome. Maxwell.
I'm that one.
And RJ's dog, Diesel. Oh, cool. That was really interesting.
He's role-playing his own dog. Interesting.
Awesome. I'm Jackson. I'm the Dungeon Master or Game Master for the Monster of the Week campaign that's once a month during the NSSDBros season. I have been MIA for a bit, had to put my dog down, wasn't great, then my internet went out, also not great. So, this is going to be fun. Let's go. Who here actually remembers what happened last time in Monster of the Week?
I remember that Jake's character got grounded.
What? I don't remember that.
No,
I
he's
have
just
no
not
idea what
here,
happened.
so we're
He's not
justifying why he's not here.
Oh, no, I have a better way for him to not be here, don't worry. But Grounded's kind of fun too, though. Maybe I'll just change everything.
I can't really remember what happened after we escaped that place with
The
what was
church?
his name again? Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got the father something silly name.
we got him back.
It was
Bastardin.
Bastardin.
That's right.
That's right. Bastard Dan.
Bastardin. Yeah, you guys. All right. Quick recap.
Beautiful.
Pretty easy. You guys showed up to the church on a call from Darla telling you to go there. And you get there, you investigate a little bit, and you notice that something dragged Bastardin into the church. Aaron Savage was immediately noping the whole thing, did not want to go inside the church. But after a few different investigations and what I believe Jake did, which he just ran in immediately, Aaron wanting to protect him. But everyone else made their way in. White Shadow started to hear some really interesting things that no one else heard, and heard his wife or ex-wife. I don't really remember the backstory enough to know if it was actually his ex-wife or she just cheated on him and became a vampire, or if she actually legally left him.
I didn't know she ever cheated on me, so she never actually left me.
So it's your wife. Cool.
It's my wife. That if I would have known better, I probably still would have stayed with her because I'm kind of creepy and no one really would love me.
Cool.
Wow.
Cool.
That's so depressing.
I mean, you got to put a little bit of your life into your character, right?
Oh my god.
So
Yes, mommy.
after you kind of like stormed in after the first room, these creepy, long, white, black-haired, black-eyed, fanged beings started to appear, trying to kill you guys. As you went through, you're able to kill more and more and more of them, all while RJ was unable to shake the voices in his head of his wife telling him to go deeper, which at her request he continued
He
deeper.
obliges.
Nice.
He obliges.
Gotta get deeper.
You guys turned the gas on and basically burnt down a church, which is cool. I mean,
that doesn't
corrupted
sound like us.
It's a mega church. Pastor Din, not unconscious, running next to you guys. You guys made it out of the building, back to the van. Pastor Din is in the back seat. Jake is up front. Aaron is driving.
Who's Jake?
Not Jake. Seth Moore. Sorry, Seth Moore. Seth is up front. Aaron is driving, all while Jonathan and White Shadow are. Guys, the layout of this van just keeps getting bigger and bigger, so I'm not sure where
It's
you
an
guys are
RV.
chilling.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's an RV now. It's a 6-wheel drive RV with hover capabilities and
Oh, hell
fully
yeah.
submersible submarine
Yeah, and it shoots
implementing.
it shoots manhole covers. Obviously,
Shoots mana covers. Yes.
And it's a tornado tank also.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are now driving away from the church. What do y'all want to do?
Do you really not make
Pastor
it back
Dan.
yet? Oh, okay.
Where do you want to go?
Yeah, well, I could really use some of Darla's lasagna right now.
I knew it.
I might
Damn
have,
it, Pastor!
I might have to get in on that some Bible study, some personal Bible study as well, just to make sure she's
Seth, your
living
mom's
right.
a whore.
You look over at Seth, and Seth's hands are just like covering his face as he shakes his head, and he just goes, "Well, guys, I'm gonna I can't do Seth voice like he can." He basically tells you he's gonna take a quick little snooze on the bed above the driver's seat, as he is tired because this is the most physical activity he has had ever, and so he goes and takes a snooze up on top, the bed above the driving. Pastor Din says, "Yeah, I think I could go for a lasagna right about now."
I guess
Yeah.
we're going home or to your place then.
All right, let's get getting.
All right. I need.
We drive back to the headquarters.
Okay. Are y'all logged into Roll20 already?
I am.
Not at the moment.
All right. For the sake of this,
Oh, you mean to make a roll? Okay. Hold on.
who RJ, are you in?
Sure I am.
Okay, Max,
I'm
roll the
in.
D100.
Uh-oh.
I'm in. 25.
All
I
right.
don't believe it.
All right. All right.
I don't like his roll.
1 quarter.
All right. You roll a 25.
1 on a D4.
25.
All right. So you guys are riding along, heading back. You're going through the windy roads of Hopper's Crossing back towards town, which is about 30 minutes away. You guys get the idea that Pastor Dan is kind of definitely the leader of a cult because his megachurch is in the middle of kind of way out of town. But I mean, you don't really think much of it because it's burnt down now, and he's gonna go bone Seth's mom.
What church? There's no church anymore.
Exactly.
He hears you say that. And he goes, what? What?
Don't worry about it.
What? What are you talking about? What?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Take me to Darla's house.
Go have your wet dreams about lasagna.
All right. Yeah, let's do that. So, Max, while you're driving, not Max, Aaron Savage, while you're driving,
That's me.
You turn. Well, you're just driving down the road. You're in this heavy duty RV now that somehow morphed into that, and you feel like something's watching you. It's dark outside. You do have. I'm giving it to you. Why not? You have spotlights all around the vehicle, LED light bars or whatever. And you feel like there's something watching you.
Somebody's
Oh my
watching
God.
me.
Out of straight curiosity, I guess you could call it, you flick on the lights to see. And in a flash, you see a dark figure with big red eyes gliding next to your vehicle.
Oh, hell yeah.
Swerve to hit it. Swerve to hit it.
And it flaps once and flies out of sight, and you can't see it. As it flies out of sight, you, Aaron, look ahead, and what you can only describe as snow begins to form on the road, which is odd because it's definitely August.
Big shadow.
Oh my god.
He just is on the roof coming. There's the first cum joke. There it is.
White Shadow, what did we tell you about coming on the roof?
And a massively disgusting amount that looks like snow. So
I'm not. I'm coming on the windshield.
You're about 50 yards from it and closing. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna come to a stop.
All right. How close to the edge of the snow do you want to come to?
Oh, I'm gonna come on the snow, but I'm gonna stop right before, like, just a few feet before it.
All right. So, as you see this snow approaching, all of you kind of obviously notice it. And Aaron, you say something about it, and you guys stop a few feet before it and hop out. Something that's interesting is it seems to be endless in each direction, side to side, but it is definitely a pretty hard line of where it's starting, and it's not a small amount of snow. It's coming down pretty good, but it's along this line across the road. Yeah, there's a few different little pieces of snow, little snowflakes that fall through to the other side, but from what you can tell, it looks like it's kind of trapped behind a geographical barrier.
I'm gonna get out of the RV.
Okay.
The automatic retractable steps come down as I open the door.
See, that's actually realistic. So I'm totally cool with that. That's on so many RVs.
And the red carpet rolls out on its own.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
And
Actually,
It's just a hoverboard with red
And your
carpet
theme
on
music
top,
starts playing.
so it goes everywhere you go.
yeah, there we go. I'm gonna pick up like a rock or a pine cone, and I'm gonna throw it in that direction.
You throw it, and you don't really notice anything different. How hard do you throw it? Is it like a little toss? Is it a chuck?
Still fucking hard.
Okay, you lose it in the snow. It's pretty thick.
Okay. Okay. So it
like,
does.
you
It actually
can see-
does go
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can see 15, 20 feet, but since you're a big, beefy military werewolf boy, that thing just launches. When it lands, if it's a stone, it breaks. If it's a pine cone, it just kind of skips, whichever one you wanted to throw. Yeah.
look to
RJ
the-
and Jonathan, what are you doing?
I'm looking out the
Wait,
window.
So
seeing
do
what
I
he's
see
doing.
this pine cone skip?
I mean, okay, skip is the wrong term. It just bounces.
Let's focus on this pine cone. Real
Sorry,
quick.
it's like when you throw a pine cone. They're abnormally bouncy. Like when they
you
hit
throw
something,
a pine
they do
cone in
actually bounce.
sno, it just sticks.
Yeah, it's not.
I want to
that's
understand
fair.
how the rock would break.
That's fair. Well, it's because he
Wizardry.
threw it super hard, and
It's so fucking hard.
But so I'm curious
crack in
on
it
how
had
it
stress
broke.
cracks,
Oh my god.
and the pine cone was made of like straight adamantium. So
Wow.
whichever
We
one
need
he
to
threw,
reobtain that and turn it into a weapon of some sort.
All right, I would like to cast True Darkness.
I don't think that's a thing, bud.
I thought this was. I told you what I wanted to do, and you
It'll
tell me what I rolled to do it.
You know, out of all of the DMs that have done this, I might be the one that would be fine with that, depending on how cool and what you're trying to do. But you're also not even the magic boy. The magic boy is Jonathan. Like, he's the one that does
he's
the
going-
magic.
No, he's
I'm
trying.
White
He's
Shadow.
deciding to become magical at this moment.
It's like, you know what? I'm ready to be magic. Let's do this.
I have a button here that says "Use Magic,"
That's fair.
and I have a button that says "Big Magic."
You know what? Click those.
So
See what happens.
big.
Magic.
If you want to you want to cast darkness over like the whole thing. It's nighttime. Your bright lights are on your RV. That's the only source of light. So it's already kind of dark. But if you want to just throw some, that's a 3.
He's
Mark
gonna throw his.
experience, boy.
He's gonna throw his hands up to do magic, and I'm gonna
I mean,
flip the lights off and be like, "Whoa,
If
he
you did a
did
Good
tip-
job,
it."
bud. Good job, White Shadow. All right, this will be fun. So, Jonathan, you're still in the RV, right? Just looking out the front windshield, or a window. Where are you at?
yeah, I'm in the RV, just kind of like checking out the scenery, looking like probably up at like what's causing maybe from above
That's
this
fair.
change.
That's fair. If you want to investigate a mystery, go for it.
All right, let me do that. Let me do just that.
Let me go ahead and do that.
Hey, why don't you tell me what to do, and that's what I'll do.
Oh, that's a failure.
That's a
Oh,
failure.
goodness gracious.
Honestly, it looks like there's snow appearing from niggity nowhere. So,
And I look at him
Sorry,
and I say,
from
hey,
where?
dude,
niggity
my
nowhere.
magic was better than that.
Oh.
Not just nowhere, like just straight niggity nowhere. It is dark outside.
I would just want to hear you say that first part 700 times.
You know, I have said it before and realized it does sound a little slandery, but
No.
I mean, I could say it
Anyway.
way worse. But that's fine. RJ tried to do magic. White Shadow tried to do magic. Jonathan's looking for stuff, and Aaron threw a rock. Or
That was a
pine cone. Or pine cone.
It was a
rock cone.
It was a petrified pine cone.
cone. It was a petrified pine cone. It was a rock
Yeah,
cone.
there we go. All right. White Shadow, are you still in the RV as well?
Yes,
All right.
I did not exit the RV.
You guys hear a little bit of the rustling. Seth hops down, kind of like in a daze. You can tell that he's tired. He's had a little bit of a rough go for today. And before any of you can do anything, he jumps into the driver's seat, throws it in drive, and floors it.
Oh, good.
And
I'm not even in there.
He
Of course he does.
takes off directly into the snow. You guys don't notice anything different or weird happening other than he's driving straight at full speed. It does take a while to get to any actual speed. When he presses the gas, you hear the brakes release, go like the air pneumatic brakes do
Oh, glorious.
on buses and stuff. But it starts going, that diesel engine inside, or whatever engine you want it to be, I don't care. Starts revving high as he takes off. What do you guys want to do?
Jump back in, I
was gonna
guess.
say, don't we leave him behind?
All right, so you jump back in, jump back on when he floored at the door shut, and the automatic door lock's locked, like because
No, I use my claws and I pin myself to the side.
okay, you just you hold on to the side. The moment you go through the wall, Aaron, it doesn't take any type of investigation. There's no temperature change. It's definitely snow, but you're not any colder.
It's warm.
You guys
snow.
are now probably going 65 in about
Okay, I'm
3 inches.
like
of snow.
Seth. Aaron's out there, right? He's not with us.
Yeah, Seth fully ignores you.
Okay, I'm gonna try and stop the freaking RV.
All right, you try to stop it, and Seth. You know what? Let's do that. That sounds fun. Can I open Seth's thing?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. I don't know what his strength's not very good, probably. So
Probably
I'm gonna roll 2d6 and see what happens.
Ooh. What's like a roll off, or you just see what you
Yeah,
get?
he got a 6. Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
See what happens.
No man.
Oh jeez, you try to get his and the thing is, I think it plays out well that you're not trying to hurt him,
Yeah.
right?
I'm
You're just
like,
trying
what
to
do
get his
you-
attention, get him to
yeah.
stop, and you do that, and he makes a weirdly deep guttural sound, pushes you
Of course
off,
it does.
and leans forward and is just like straight grandma up against the steering wheel driving, just fully clutched fists around the steering wheel, foot buried into the gas.
I look at White Shadow and I'm like, is that normal?
Then I kind of sleuth backwards and say, White Shadow.
He just disappears from the back. Okay,
Shake
all
my
right,
head,
all
like,
right.
oh great.
You're going about 75 now.
Help!
The-
Okay,
the-
good. I was gonna say, do I even know he's
the
on the
roads are starting to get windy, and you don't think Seth is ready to slow down. And you come to a pretty good turn, and he yanks it and starts to slide, and you guys go straight into the woods. You're missing a few trees, bouncing, definitely slowed down by all the bouncing and stuff. You're probably about 30 miles an hour. You slow down, you come to
It's
a clearing.
pretty fast still.
The clearing has I mean, it's basically a field. It's pretty bumpy still. Your 6-wheel drive is definitely capable. And
You mean our 20 tire rig isn't?
are you driving the what's it called from Star Wars in the Clone Wars?
It's the one where our rig, when it starts going sideways, all the tires rotate. So
Yeah.
now
It's like
they're not
Batman's.
going on their side. Yeah.
It's like Batman's motorcycle. Where
Oh hell
Cool,
yeah!
that's fine. All right.
Cool.
Yeah, sure. It's not crashed, but it's all scratched up and beat up pretty bad.
And so is Aaron.
Yeah,
Of
Aaron's
course.
not doing. Actually, yeah, Aaron.
Absolutely torn up by branches
Aaron.
and shit.
Aaron.
But he liked it.
Oh my god!
Shoot.
No, there were no
that's
vines. It was just branches.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
Probably a
Aaron,
line in there somewhere.
Aaron, you're pretty tough. You're holding on tight. You're not at the front. You're on the side. So, like,
I'm
most of the
so
stuff you're
tough.
getting hit by is just branches that just break and kind of scratch you up. So you're pretty good.
I go, ow.
Seth, as he is still accelerating through this pasture, you're catching speed again, probably going 40, 45. He clicks on cruise control, opens the door, and tumbles out.
Cool.
Lands, rolls pretty hard, takes a fair amount of damage. Aaron, you see him land, and when he stands up and looks at you guys, his eyes are a light icy blue.
What the hell?
What are y'all trying to do?
Well, as he exits the driver's seat, I'm going to go ahead and get in there and stop the freaking vehicle.
All right, so you
While
jump on.
he gets in the driver's seat, I sneak into the passenger seat next to him.
Okay.
Shadow.
Jonathan's like,
You
"What
just
the
said
fuck? What
that.
is
I heard you
that?"
the first time.
You're not very sneaky when you announce
What is
yourself everywhere you go. Okay, so as you come to a stop, Aaron, what are you doing outside?
I am going to get off the side. Are we still? Is there still snow? Is there snow everywhere?
Yes. Let me talk about the pasture real quick. So
Paint me a word picture.
All right. So I
Ooh.
think this would be nice. Some of the lights on your rig broke off. You're still able to see behind the rig a lot since those didn't get beat up. But basically, just the original headlights and a couple other little light bars around are kind of lighting up the area. In this area, there's probably like 6 inches of snow, which is huge, by the way.
So like this much.
Yeah, that much.
Oh my god, this guy.
For those listening, I
Listeners
very
can
clearly
appreciate
only
that.
put up 2 inches.
Yeah, which is also huge. Basically, there's about 6 inches of snow everywhere.
I love
You can
it.
see just the huge track from your guys' rig tearing through the snow. There is a very, very blue moon. Not like a sad moon, but like the light on it's definitely bluer than normal. And it's
Ooh.
very big up in the sky. Kind of right above you guys. Definitely like 12 o'clock. And it's lighting up the area. You can see around you where you guys stopped. You're probably about like 50, 60 yards from the next section of trees. But where you came from, you're definitely like quarter to a half a mile away. So you're in the big opening. You do notice that there's just past where you guys are to the left, there's some type of creek. Not very big, not rushing super hard, but it's just running. The snow hits it, immediately melts, and just runs through. And you see Seth probably 100, 120 yards away from you guys, staring at you, a little hunched. You can tell he's a little beaten up, but you can all very clearly see that his eyes are a blue, like light white blue glow. What do you guys want to do?
I'd like to pull my assault rifle out
Oh my god.
and stick it to the neck of this pastor and start questioning him on what he did.
Damn.
He basically starts to cry. He
And
doesn't know. He doesn't know what you're talking about.
I shoot him for being a little bitch.
And you just shoot his neck.
No.
Fuck. Okay.
Oh my god.
Damn. I was really. I mean, if that's how this turns, that could have been cool. But also,
This is where we become
I
the bad
prefer
guys.
to hit. So then I bust out my brass knuckles and I punch him in the face.
All right, he goes down, just knocked out cold, in blood and tears, probably a little bit of feces. He's
Oh my
scared out of
God.
his mind. He was just in the back seat when everything started happening. He's one of those guys that doesn't wear a seatbelt, and so he was bouncing around, trying to hold on tight.
Wow.
Yeah, he's on the
Bitches be
ground.
crazy.
He's on the ground now. Jonathan, what are you looking at? What are you doing? What are you feeling?
I head out of the RV and look for or assess the situation, I guess.
All right, so you get out. The red carpet rolls out in front of you. It's a little torn up, but it's still there.
Mhm.
And you and Aaron are outside. You're looking at assessing the Seth situation.
Yeah.
And Aaron, what are you thinking?
When I see Jonathan get out, I'm gonna put up a hand like, hold up a sec. I'm gonna pull my 9mm out, start walking towards Seth, and I'm gonna say, Seth, a lot of crazy shit's happened tonight. If you don't give me a reason not to shoot you, I'm gonna shoot you right here and now.
He raises his hands up like you're gonna shoot. And your left foot freezes to the ground. The smile kind of creeps on his eyes. His eyes, dumb Jackson. His smile kind of creeps onto his face. His eyes start to pulsate that color, and your left foot, let's say your left foot, is now stuck and frozen to the ground.
I take a shot.
You shot at Seth. All right,
Yeah.
go ahead and roll to kick some ass.
I'm gonna kick some ass.
I could have sworn Seth was sleeping in the car.
Yeah.
He was.
Did
He
you
came
not
in.
pay
woke up.
attention when he
It's
woke
cool.
up? Gosh.
No, he's just all of a sudden outside. Plot hole.
I think he's still sleeping. I think it's an imposter.
Damn. All right, you take
Coming in
a
hot.
shot at Seth. Seth tries. You notice he raises his hand. He kind of sees you do it and like throws his hands down in somewhat, for those big nerds out there, like waterbending style. And you see some snow slowly turn to ice as it's coming towards to block this shot. But you definitely clip him in the shoulder. And you hear not anything weird, but you hear Seth himself groan and scream as you clip him across the shoulder, giving some pretty serious damage. As you hit him, his groans begin to subside, and you hear from a distance some lower guttural sounds that are echoing from around you guys. You can tell it's kind of coming from him, but it seems to also be bouncing off the areas around you. And he kind of puts his hands together and sits down, goes into the avatar state. Just kidding.
Wow.
He sits down, and a column of snow begins to cyclone around him. As this is happening, I'll give you guys some chances to kind of figure out what you want to do.
I'm going hybrid form.
Partial wolf, partial man.
I immediately go, damn it, Seth, I only had one extra change of clothes, and you're making me get rid of the second. And I go full Skyrim style, half man, half wolf.
Rad. Jonathan, what do you want to do?
Well, I'm like super confused. Is there anything I can do to like? Let's see. I'd like
Not
to
be
kind
confused?
of see if I recall this scenario being anything I've heard of or know about
Don't you have some stuff in your
as
character
far as
sheet that
possession.
you can ask questions
Um,
about? Like if it had to do with like something you've been trained on, because you're an initiate, right? I believe it was.
Ye-
Yeah,
What is that? What it is?
it's either initiate or professional, I think, or clan.
Like-
Clan.
That doesn't say it anywhere on here. As far
Okay.
as
I'm
I
a
know.
professional.
But yeah, no, I have a couple things, but I don't know how like they're because this one says like use it at the beginning of a mystery. So
I
don't
mean,
know
this
if
is
that's
pretty
gonna help.
beginning of a mystery. You can go ahead and do that. That's fine.
Yeah, Scooby Doo.
It's been like 3-4
Okay.
minutes as you guys plummeted through the woods.
Sure.
It's not been very
So
long.
this says here, when I am in good standing with my sect at the beginning of a mystery, I can roll charm to get some useful info or help in the field.
That's fine. Go for it. I'm not against that at all. Go ahead and roll charm.
Sure.
I'm against it.
Well,
Arm me,
you're not
baby.
the DM in this one. Man.
Neither are you.
That's true.
I hope this isn't bad. If it's
We
bad,
group
That's
you
a
in all
failure.
sessions.
That's it. Mark your experience, bud.
Okay, well,
Your sect is unable to help you in this.
I mean, there's more than that, so that's not good. It says 10 plus, provide some info, 7 out of 9, you get a mission associated with a mystery, and if you do it... See, I don't know if that's really applicable. I don't know.
What's it say if you fail?
Well, the whole thing doesn't really seem applicable now that I read the actual effects.
Oh, cool. So
So,
something
I
bad
don't know.
happens if you fail, huh?
Yeah, but I don't know if it would even be applicable, like, even if
Cool,
it
cool,
succeeded.
That's fine. So you kind of want to know if you know anything about this? Is what you're hoping
I'm
for?
just trying to... Yeah.
All right, roll. What would be intelligence for this? Nothing really, right?
Probably sharp.
Yeah, roll sharp.
Okay, we'll do that then.
You're pretty dull.
Yep.
I'm kind of dull. Hey, it's another failure, by the way.
Damn, kid. You
Rah,
suck.
rah.
Well, it's alright. I'm getting some real good experience
All right,
from
you
this
know what?
scenario.
Yeah, you just don't know. Honestly,
Okay,
you don't know
perfect.
what it is or what's going on. I'll give you this since you do a little dabble in a little bit of magic. You do notice that whatever this magic is, it's pretty dark. Not just outside, but like it's pretty dark magic that has taken over your friend. White Shadow, what are you thinking?
How do I get health back?
Oh, you have it. Just go back up to 7.
That's what I'm
That's
thinking
good.
about.
When you guys enter your RV, it's basically a cryo chamber that no one told you about. Also
Dang,
does that.
dude.
That is some high tech shit.
So while thinking that, I start looking around for any redheaded girls or guys that might be around, searching for Seth
What?
or possibly a miniature snowman that talks and sings jolly lullabies to see if we have entered the frozen atmosphere.
The frozen
I have
dimension.
Seth
Literally no
immediately
idea what you're
says,
talking
"Let
about.
it go."
Oh my god.
Oh, you're thinking Frozen. Okay. Oh, duh. I was really
I'm thinking
confused for a
the
second.
male version of Frozen going on over there.
Jackson,
Oh,
get your head
fair.
out of your ass.
He said
Come
frozen
on.
atmosphere. I'm like, that doesn't... I don't know what that means. But you think we've entered the frozen universe. Makes
Oh
more
my
sense with the right
gosh.
words. No, you're not in the frozen universe.
But how do I know that? I don't know that.
You don't know that. It's actually your favorite movie. White Shadow's favorite movie is the original Frozen.
How about
Ugh.
that?
And Monsters Inc. Those two
And
combined.
I know what to do next episode.
A crossover.
All right,
What?
so as you guys are kind of figuring out what you're doing, kind of readying yourselves, this cyclone that's been going around Seth ends, and standing before you is a snow golem, basically.
Fuck.
Good.
How are we not in Frozen?
That's
Good,
fair.
good.
You know, I didn't reference the Frozen thing, and I already had this planned, but that's fine. We can be fighting. What's his name? Squishy? Not Squishy.
Snowball.
Snowball. You're not. I
But
mean,
there's
it doesn't
also
look like
one.
Snowball.
There's also one in Monsters Inc.
That's fair.
That's
Basically,
The
different.
Abominable Snowman.
That's
basically,
different.
basically, you're looking at a bipedal frozen snow monster that's at this point mostly ice crystals, bright bluish white glowing eyes, and
Mhm.
it leans down, snarls at you, and
Mm-hmm.
begins running at you. It's
Shit.
let's say it's only let's make it like 10.5 feet tall.
Mm.
I pop
So not
off a shot
not
with
gigantic, but still pretty big.
I reach into the side of our RV where all of the stuff is stored, and I
you.
pull
The
torch-
rocket launcher.
the torch that every RV has in it, and I light the torch.
How
and
about you
start
know what
melting the
you
snowman.
know what I'll give you? I'll give you one of those like ovens that you can put you fry turkeys on top of.
Oh
The
my
stoves,
god.
the round ones. You can turn that on high and give you like a 2-foot heat spray.
Wow.
Can we
That's in a
just
lot
have-
of RVs.
Can we just have a Jurassic Park style flare, and then we could just be like,
Refuse
no,
to the
over
flare.
here.
You know what? Let's bring another movie in. This golem looks like a shrunken version of the Ice Titan from Hercules. Long limbs.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
What
but
movie is
smaller.
that from?
Oh my god.
Hercules.
The one he just said.
The one that he
What movie's
said
that?
Oh my God.
Fair.
long ago.
You
In a
go,
land far,
girls.
far away.
It's running at you.
Heroes.
Thump, 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 thump.
Is my
Close
foot
the gap.
is my foot still frozen?
Make a strength check. Don't have it.
I
That's
lay
fast.
into it with my assault rifle.
Roll tough. Roll tough.
I'm
Maxwell.
I'm so fucking tough. Wait, I think I
find
have a thing
out.
where I can roll weird instead of tough if I'm in my form. Let me double check.
Do you have better weird?
You are pretty weird.
Yeah, it's
Damn.
I have unholy strength, so I get
Okay.
to add my weird to my tough.
That's fine. Roll it.
Hey.
You've succeeded. You break it loose as you kind of like grunt down, get ready to sprint. What do you do?
All fours,
All
running
fours.
straight ahead.
All fours running straight at this thing.
Go 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 go.
Jonathan, as he's closing the gap, and White Shadow, you see Aaron just without question sprinting directly towards this ice golem thing. What do you guys want to do?
I bust out with some smoking hot lead and fire my assault rifle off at it.
They're armor piercing, right? So they actually burn really really hot. So they actually
Okay.
glow. They're
That's
tracer
fine. I don't-
rounds.
I don't
Beautiful.
That's fine.
Beautiful.
You shoot,
Yes, they
you
do.
shoot at it and it
Oh,
burns
yeah.
through, and then ice forms right back over it. It burns through and ice
No!
forms right back over it.
So
Magic.
That's
if you had a
13.
minigun, you could like take a limb off, but you just have an assault. 13. All right, you know what? Yeah, you shoot at it, and it kind of puts his hand up to block some of them, and it breaks its hand off, and you hit it in the face. It kind of stumbles a little bit as you do so, but its stride is still going directly towards you guys, and you do see its hand kind of grow back, and where it was hit in the face, it's starting to tumble slightly. Okay, Jonathan, what would you like to do?
Well, at this range and without any helpful projectiles or other improvised weapons, I'm just going to pull out. Wait, how far away is this guy?
Right, it's closing the gap. Probably like 50 yards. Aaron and him are gonna meet pretty soon.
I'm feeling pretty hesitant because I don't know what I'm damaging at this point.
Fair.
But I guess instead of just directly attacking now, and this being an ice golem, I'm going to pull out my sword given to me by my sect, and I'm going to
That's
use
Sect C.
magic to basically superheat this blade.
Rad. You're gonna heat metal. Let's do it.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll magic, my dude.
Fail.
Roll
Fail.
weird.
Fail. Fail.
That's a mixed success.
Success.
I'll give you this. It's hot. Like you touch it, it's gonna sizzle. It's gonna sizzle your skin. It's not quite butter
It's
through
fairly
ice
warm.
hot, but like if you hit it with it, it's
Butter
gonna
through ice.
Yeah, butter through ice hot. Yeah, you know what I mean. Hot knife through butter, but ice instead of butter. Does that make more sense?
Yes.
It is a super compacted piece of butter that has become crystallized that cuts through ice. It's magic. Shut up.
Wow.
So it gets hot. It's not a real glow. There's a light little tinge that you can see of
nice.
a red. And you're holding it in your hand, and you feel kind of really cool. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm making my way. I'm not gonna get there before Aaron.
Okay,
does,
you
but
start-
I'm heading,
you start
I'm
making
heading
your-
over there.
Are you trotting,
Yeah,
running?
I'm running. I'm
Okay.
running.
For Frodo.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
I may not be able to carry the ring, Mr. Frodo, but I can carry you.
I can carry my butter sword.
Yes.
All right, Aaron. You are now easily within leaping distance to the golem.
I go.
We're gonna go bullet time. What do you
Uh-oh.
want to do, and explain what you do?
I go in for the tackle.
Okay. When you say you go hybrid, are you taller now? Slightly.
I would imagine just a little bit.
Cool. So you're sitting at a good length. I mean, he's bigger than you for sure.
Sure.
But from what you're looking at, you don't think he's like heavy. He's pretty skinny, pretty icy. But
Yeah. I want to tackle him, and if I can get him to the ground, I immediately want to urinate on him.
Oh my God.
rad. Let's do it. Go ahead and roll to kick some ass.
Oh, I go. That's a
That's
7.
a mixed success. I will let you tackle him. Let's do
Okay.
So explain how you knock him down.
All fours running towards him in like a parkour style jump. I just soar only like 4 feet off the ground, perfectly parallel to the ground, and just right in the midsection of him, just plow into him.
All right,
And then
perfect.
Plow into him.
Nice sex joke. Cool.
Ha!
So
nice.
you hit his midsection, and when you hit, you guys go to the ground. There's something.
Of course we do. We're having sex now.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
You
God.
don't have sex standing.
This is awkward.
Hold on. Stop the podcast.
Not when I'm in my hybrid form, no.
you're supposed to have sex on the ground.
If you're in hybrid form, yeah, obviously.
Damn it! I'm always in hybrid form.
You're only supposed to have sex standing up if you're in human form. You have sex lying down in hybrid form, and you have sex doggy style if you're in full wolf form. Obviously.
Oh my God.
Gosh.
Thank you for coming to Sex as a Hybrid Monster with the NSSDBros. So, you hit his midsection. The best way I can explain this, it's not like a cracking sound like you would expect solid pieces of ice to do. Have you guys ever compacted a snowball so hard that when it hits, it kind of just bounces off of something? But if you throw it really hard or hit it with a rock or something really hard, it does crunch.
Yes.
No.
Okay. It makes this crunch sound. Not a crack, and where you hit your shoulder, you see an indentation in its body. That doesn't make any sense because the look that it has is straight ice, but now it's like an indentation with tons and tons of micro cracks and a bunch of you can see like ice crystals on it. As you go to the ground, you're railing him, just going to town, getting ready to finish.
God.
And you look up and you see those ice crystals kind of form and then reshape in that section. Roll to come.
Okay.
Don't.
Is that going to be tough or weird?
It's weird.
It's probably
Definitely
weird. Yeah, I mean,
Definitely
it's
weird.
probably
It's
roll
probably-
weird.
It's probably a luck roll.
That's a
Damn.
10.
You know what?
I come so
This is what I'm
much.
gonna do. I know you weren't actually having sex with him. I'm gonna say when you hit, he gets a knee in your gut,
Oh,
and you spit. Like saliva goes straight all over this thing's chest and neck, like spit in my mouth style from Batman. Spit in my mouth.
spit in my mouth.
What is happening?
And when that saliva hits, it is as if it was buttery hot, and it just burns directly through. It just melts directly through, taking some of the ice crystals with it around. And you see, it does not reform.
Lick it like a lollipop. Lick it
Jonathan,
like a lollipop.
Yes.
Jonathan and my good white shadow boy. What do you guys want to do?
I spit into the barrel of my gun and then shoot my bullets.
You would have no idea why
Spit
to
in my
do that.
barrel.
Spit in my barrel. Wet my shaft.
Oh my God.
Lubricate me.
Oh my God.
Stupid. So what do you do?
Noticing that when I shot him, he regenerated, but when he was tackled down to the ground, because that's all I saw, that he didn't regenerate completely. I bust out my brass knuckles and I run
Towards
him.
Just beat the shit out of him. All right. Oh, let's
Eat
kick
my
a fat kid
brass.
in Kmart. All
Oh
right.
my god.
All right, Jonathan.
All right, I'm running up to him, and since you said he's like prone now, right?
Yeah, he's on his back getting railed by a
Okay.
half dog.
Oh god.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and as I get close, I'm gonna go for a leaping stab into its shoulder.
Rad. This is what we're gonna do. I want White Shadow and Jonathan to both roll to kick some ass at the same time. I like to imagine you guys are rolling up on him at the same time. Oh, kick some ass. That's a
Probably.
mixed success on RJ. Radical.
Imagine a red
and
rocket,
a mixed success. All right.
but it's the size of a human penis and the shape
Oh
of a
my
human
God.
penis.
It's just
but
red?
it's pink and it looks wet.
I'm changing my action. I'm going to slice at whatever that is.
That is unnatural. All right. I think that's right. I think Jonathan goes up to jump stab. Aaron, with your understanding of kind of what did hurt it, you do roll out of the way so you don't get stabbed. White Shadow, how do you want to proceed with beating Le Shit at the beat? Excuse
So
me.
it's laying down. I just literally just punch it where its taint should be.
Awesome.
Oh my god.
Right in that Gucci Gulch, baby. All right.
You hear-
You guys both deal some significant damage. It groans, makes some loud noises, and it is going to... It's going to grab at both of... Well, try to grab at all three of you. I want you guys to all roll 1d4.
1d4, he says.
RJ with that 2, Aaron with that 3. All right, he grasps around White Shadow and begins to, he's not that big. He can't grasp. He grabs the leg of White Shadow and drags it towards him, lifts him over his head, and slams him to the ground on the other side. White
Oh,
Shadow,
shit.
you're gonna take 2 harm because he's not so big
Ow.
that it would hurt, but you do come down on some snow, but also rocks under the snow.
Because snow hurts so bad.
And
Uh-huh.
it stands back. I hate snow. It does hurt.
yeah, if you're a pussy.
Yeah, well,
right?
that's fine. I'm fine. You are what you.
Speaking of pussy, I'm gonna lick this thing's face.
are you gonna
Oh my
explain to
God.
them what you saw? Or are you just gonna start licking it?
No, I just
No,
immediately.
don't say
I'm
a
a
word.
dog. I just start licking it.
All right, you start
Dog.
licking it. You lick its face. Go ahead and roll
Nom, nom, nom,
somehow.
nom, nom,
Roll
nom,
to
nom.
lick some ass.
I am not licking its ass. I'm not going anywhere near its
Wait,
ass.
Yeah, that's
wait,
RJ's
we've already-
territory.
That's RJ's territory. He
Oh my
already
God.
claimed it.
Declaim it by licking it.
It's
He
mine.
claimed it by
Mine,
punching it as
I
hard as
licked
he
it.
could.
All right, gotta go roll to kick some ass, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, that's a failure. You
Sick,
go to lick
dog.
its face and it bites your tongue. It bites your tongue. You start to salivate on it a little bit and it melts away, but it's just ripping at your tongue. Jonathan,
Good god.
what do you see and what do you do?
I don't know. So you're in the hybrid mode, right? So I'm still kind of okay, whatever. So I see him trying to lick this thing, and I'm like, what the heck? And as he gets bit, I'm like, oh god. And I guess I'm going to pull out. I'm gonna feel real bad about this if this is like actually not a true enemy. But I pull out my. No, I'll pull out the knife I have and just
Okay.
kind of like stab at its face, I guess.
All right, so you try to stab at its face to get it to stop biting, Aaron.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll to kick some ass.
Okay.
Oh my god!
You better hope I don't fail. Oh no!
Oh no! So much experience. You don't cut his tongue off. You get it. You get the monster to let go of his tongue, but you have a forked tongue now.
Oh my god.
All the more pussy I can eat.
Oh my god.
You have a forked tongue now. Would hurt like hell.
Stop profusely bleeding.
Actually, yeah, you start to bleed and you see the blood drip down. And
Uh-oh.
Jonathan, you're close enough. That blood drips down on its forehead and burns through its forehead.
What the fuck?
I immediately start jerking off to try to come on his face.
Oh
My gosh,
God.
this...
Why?
Bodily fluids, bodily fluids.
Oh man! All
We
right,
need a
White
bukkake
Shadow.
right now. Bukkake right now.
Stop it right
You
now.
gotta be joking. Oh my god.
White Shadow, what do you want to do?
I run back to the RV and I pull
my
out the
God.
hose and turn the water on and start soaking it.
All right, you start to soak it. You see,
Like BYU soak or
Oh.
yeah, we got some bed shaking right now. That's for sure. You start to spray that. You start to spray this monster. You see before it gets to the monster, like when a hose is turning on an RV, it has to build up pressure, and the snow in front of you that's getting this water just immediately melts away. And as you do that, and you start spraying this monster down, you get its left foot first, and it just goes. Left foot's gone, and you hear a shriek.
Oh my god.
Just a loud groan and a shriek, and it tries to like crab walk, get away, and run away from you. It's going to fail. It kind of trips because it only has 1 foot now, and you melt the other foot off. In a split second, damn, another failure. It falls on its face. As it falls on its face, it hits a small puddle underneath some of the snow, or where the snow was, and its face begins to melt off.
Damn.
You guys can kind of see it struggling, trying to gain any type of composure. And as it's running away, you see the limp body of Seth fall out of its torso onto the ground.
What the fuck?
And that is the third fucking 6 that I have rolled. This is bad.
you roll real bad.
This
666.
this being, this monster, kind of falls to the side. Not quite lifeless. You can see it still trying to like scoot into the woods, scoot away. Everyone roll sharp for me real quick.
Can
Wow.
do.
It's so sharp.
Aaron with that 9,
9.
6. Jonathan, you're the first to notice it. The moon above you is like very much waning away. It's like God's thumbnail at this point. Super, super thin, crescent moon disappearing. And they'll say, Aaron, you notice it first. The snow that was on the top of the trees and around the pasture around you is receding. And it's all heading towards this being right in the middle.
Oh shit.
As it's going and going and going and going, it's getting closer. That makes it mixed success. It finds a way to stand up, make one last scream, and the snow advances on it, and like a flash of light, basically a snow lightning bolt from the sky hits it, and sitting in front of all of you is a snow globe. What do you do?
I break it.
Oh shit.
You break the snow globe?
Yep.
Okay, you break the snow globe. The insides kind of come out. Seth is close to it, not too far. Gaining consciousness again, definitely bleeding from a shoulder shot wound. Not feeling great. And
I regret nothing.
the storm reforms.
Fuck!
The moon turns white blue again, and it begins to snow as you hear the wind begin somewhat growling in your ears. You
I start
hear
to piss on the snow globe.
You start to piss. The snow globe's gone. It is now
Shit.
disappeared and is beginning to snow again. All of you are conscious. It is snowing now, and that's where we're going to end for the night.
I start spinning in
Great.
circles with my hose.
He starts.
Don't
Okay,
go
hold on. That's where we're going to end for the night. It's after you spin in circles of the house. That's better.
Excellent.
Thanks for listening to this shorter episode of NSSDBros, in which I wanted to ground Seth because he still lives at home, but I wanted to also possess him instead. So thank you for
That's a
listening.
weird way to put that,
You
but
can,
okay.
yeah, fair. Yeah, you're the worst. You can follow us on Instagram. Probably, I think we have something there, and I know that there's a Facebook also. You can
Sure.
listen to us on Spotify and iTunes. Leave a comment. It's not very good like content, but leave a comment. I want to hear what you think. Comment below what you think of this most recent episode and the last one. I wasn't there, so really rip into them. And then here's Max with the actual information that's pertinent
Oh,
to
okay,
us.
cool. I was
Yes,
wondering if
we have
I was
we have our new OnlyFans account also.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's where RJ dresses up as Everwood and smears peanut butter on his ass and has a
Wait, no,
variety
better,
of wild
better.
animals
No,
lick it.
better. He smears peanut butter on his ass, but then his other character from the Star Wars one licks his ass.
Whoa,
God.
yeah.
All CGI generated, so if you're into that kind of stuff,
it's AI.
Yeah.
It's all AI art.
but it's
so-
really good. Like it's tasteful.
It's just communication, guys. That's all it is.
Yeah, you can find us at NSSDBros.com or NotSoSuperDungeonBros.com, where you can find access to our Patreon, our Discord. If you join the Patreon, you have access to campfires and shout outs and things like that. The dud shots that we do once a month. Yeah, the Discord is, you don't need to be a member of the Patreon to join the Discord. Anyone can join. We welcome you with open arms and hard
Legs.
dicks.
on
my
the
God.
Discord, I know that Maxwell does this for his game. Comment if you have any cool monsters that you want them to fight, because this is going to be
Okay.
cryptids, monsters related. Just in this one,
Picture
And-
this.
picture this.
It's a giant, almost
Penis.
like it's a giant slime, but
Okay.
the slime is actually just a ton of cum.
Cool. Is that just made out of the socks under Seth's bed?
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
Cool. Anyway,
Thanks for listening. Bye.
we love you.
Bye.
Hi guys, thanks for listening to the show, and it's that time where we shout out our most loyal fans, the Godborn tier, on patreon.com/NSSDBros. Thanks again for your loyal support, and here we go. Matthias S., the leader of the mages of Evrion. Joe V., the leader of the pipe layers in the great deserts of the south. Sierra D., caretaker of the Unicorn Ranch. Tatum W., High Elven Lord of the Artistic Bards. Tommy G., leader of the Swamp Pack. Mama T., the mother of goblins. Sarah K., the queen of the damned. And last but not least, Natalie W., the caretaker of Everwood. We really hope she has a good time. Love you guys. Thanks for being part of this. If you would like to have your name shout out at the end of every episode, join us at patreon.com/NSSDBros and join the Godborn tier. We love you. We thank you. We'll see you next time.